She likes me. She likes me not. She likes me. She likes me not. She likes me. I don't know how to respond to this. The episode, when she's here, just... What if this gets too ugly because I just don't like this episode? How do I approach this? Just...
Baby, I'm amazed the way you love me all the time.
Holy shit.
What? Do I not look good?
Huh? Okay, Ellie told you to wear that, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. How'd you know?
I just... know. You don't need to wear that.
What? Do you want me to take it off?
Ugh, Ellie planned this too much.
Are you okay? I mean, if you don't want to do this, I can go.
No, I think it's best that we get to the episode.
Whatever you say, Captain.
What's so funny?
Nothing. You're just cute when you blush.
This is not going to be easy. Anyways, greetings to you all, I am GoldenFox.
And I'm Keyframe, and I, or should I say we, are going to look at point A, point B, and everything in between about Hearts Hooves Day. Well, this is your channel, Mr. Fox. Why not start this out?
Well, before doing so, I should first elaborate on two things. First off, just because I don't like the episode doesn't mean I'm calling it a bad episode. Some people have taken this at the wrong angle of whether they like something or not to debating what's good or bad. Saying what they like or not is subjective, and saying what's good or bad is being objective. I bring this up because the elements of what's liked or not in this episode have been so controversial from many viewers. It's been hard for me to find the middle ground. The second thing I want to mention is, if you haven't noticed in my reviews of Simple Ways and Equestria games, I utterly hate cringe comedy. It's something I never appreciated from the start of the series, and to this day, I still can't stand it. What makes it hard here is that I have to stomach that in and be more fair with this episode and not let my personal feelings get in the way. Unfortunately, cringe comedy plays a major role in this episode. Kind of explains more about my 17 curse.
Goldie's right about how humor is subjective. Unlike him, who utterly hates cringe comedy and this episode, I love Hearts Hooves Day, and if it's done well, cringe comedy. Out of the times the show has done it, whether it be Simple Ways, Equestria Game, Showstoppers, or Over a Barrel, I feel like this episode did it best. How, I will explain later, because we need to get into this lovely slice of controversy pie. I wonder if it's apple or cherry flavored.
You seem pretty imaginative and hungry, I suppose. Anyways, this episode begins when the Cutie Mark Crusaders are designing a huge heart card for Miss Chair Lee. The occasion is, as the title says it, it's Hearts Hooves Day, which is the equivalent of Valentine's Day. The historical background also plays a role in this episode, but not as big as Lunar Eclipse did for Nightmare Night or Heartswarming Eve. Upon delivering it to Miss Chair Lee, however, she informs them that she does not have a special sun pony, a term that refers to their companion. This puts the CMC into shock knowing that she's single, so throughout the episode they try to get her with someone. And this is a bit of a first issue with me. It's a bit minor, but this sticks out to me like a sore thumb. When did the Cutie Mark Crusaders have care for Miss Chair Lee on this level? She was just a teacher and the CMC didn't say much about her before throughout Season 2 and Season 1. So why now? It feels a bit off that they have a sudden interest in helping out their teacher.
Well, before now, there wasn't much screen time shared between the CMC and Miss Chair Lee. Huh, rhymed. While this can make the sudden interest seem, well, sudden, it also means that there is a lot of room open for interpretation. We don't know what happens off screen between these characters, and we haven't had a full episode just inside the classroom. So this may seem weird, but at least to me, this is development between the character relationships between them.
In some cases, some viewers can perceive it as that, but I don't want to assume so. I mean, I wouldn't want to assume that there was a hidden discussion between Trixie and Twilight before that last-minute apology happened in Magic Duel.
That is a good point, Goldie, and I guess it all comes back to that one key word, perceive, or perception. It's one of the reasons I picked to do this review at you.
Come now?
Sorry, it's nothing.
No. Tell me.
Well, this episode is the perfect episode to do a balanced review, like we're doing now. Every episode has differing opinions, but a good chunk of the time, there is usually a majority vote on whether what's good or bad. This episode, is polarizing, to say the least. It all depends on your view or perception of comedy, romance, Valentine's Day specials, and on top of all that, having the protagonist in this episode with this type of topic be naive children. I don't know. I'm probably not making any sense here, aren't I?
No, it's fitting here for the theme and topic of this review. Proceeding on, the CMC go on a scavenger hunt to find a stallion, and here we're given a short song that montages through.
Cheerily is sweet and kind. She's the best teacher we could hope for. The perfect stallion you and I must find. One to really make her heart soar.
There's a thing I love and hate about this song. The music is nicely composed, resembling a nice innocent and upbeat sound, but the lyrics have a very wrong impression. What they find is only a small trait of what any stallion is doing, and they immediately assume that they aren't the perfect stallion for Cheerilee. I get that they're kids, but do they know what would work as a good stallion for her? If they had this much interest, then perhaps there could have been moments that elaborated her hobbies. I know I'm looking too deeply into this, but I'm just saying. Coming to the end of the song, they decide to connect Miss Cheerilee with Big Mac.
Doing anything special for Hearts and Hooves Day? Oh please, oh please, oh please say.
Nope.
We did it, girls, we found the one that will send our teachers heart a flutter.
You're beautiful.
Huh?
I mean, your voice is beautiful. I mean, look, episode.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. Are you talking about my brother?
Yeah, what would Applejack say on behalf of this, Apple Bloom?
Probably get out the veil and shotgun.
I can only imagine. From this point on, they try to get the two together in a picnic setup. As obvious, it doesn't work.
Well, you can't really blame the CMC for trying this method. I mean, the romantic music, the beautiful sunset, the magenta sky, as they lean into each other with the mood just right to hear those three special words. I mean, it's all cliched as all high heaven, but what are you doing?
I don't know. I was just thinking about what you just said and thought I'd get a closer hearing.
Right. That's totally why your eyes were shut and your lips were puckered.
No, I mean, anyways, proceeding with the episode.
Big Mac,
Yup.
you have something stuck in your teeth. Oh, come on!
Okay, that was funny.
Agreed. So after that failed attempt, they try to come up with another plan. Hell-bent on having these two together. When suddenly, main character syndrome, Twilight, bumps into them, and we get a backstory of the holiday. So apparently, this holiday was conceived from a love potion, with two members of royalty falling under its spell. You know, if we had Cadence earlier in this season, this holiday could have been about her. Another story. After hearing about the love potion, the CMC asks to borrow the book, and Twilight agrees. Now remember, Twilight always loves to share her knowledge and mentor others. She had no ideas of the Crusader scheme and thought she would be helping them learn equestrian history.
And Twilight never suspiciously checks on the CMC in case they do anything stupid? No, seriously, we never see Twilight again in this episode.
Well, besides her, we don't see any of the main six. Maybe they were going on their own friendship adventure, as this is one of the few earlier episodes that don't have a letter to the princess. Plus, I bet she thought they would actually read the book and learn about the potion's true intentions. Again, it's all assumption. However, at least to me, this doesn't hinder the episode. For some, it will. Perception strikes again!
Boo to ambiguity.
Boo to ambiguity booers. Why are you...
Moving on.
So they go hunting for the ingredients of the potion, which includes a piece of a cloud, colors of the rainbow, and a Pegasus feather. Don't you find it strange that this potion is heavily based around components only Pegasi can create and obtain?
Actually, if you think about it, it's been said that Princess Cadence, the one for love spells, was also a Pegasus before becoming an alicorn. Never thought about this until now.
Guess you Pegasi are just the romantic types.
Please don't get on my weak side. Succeedingly, the CMC get Cheerilee and Big Mac to drink the potion, and already it starts to take effect.
Trust in me, just in me.
Stop. The last thing I need are the attention of vor fans and their fetishes. Ugh.
That's a stallion with a fetish for uniforms.
I think my secrets are being too exposed, aren't they?
Hey, I like open people. Anyway, it seems like the potion went off without a hitch, as Cheerilee asks Big Mac to be your special sun pony, and he accepts. But then...
He's my schmoopy doopy sweetie weetie.
What are you doing?
saving my sanity by skipping the worst part of the episode.
Are you kidding? This is the best part of the episode.
What? How can you stand hearing them spew all this bullshit out of their mouths?
Because I enjoy cringe comedy. Like I said earlier, I think this episode did it best out of all the other examples on the show. The breaking point of cringe comedy is to make sure the character's suffering is significantly more than the audience's suffering. They're supposed to be exaggerated. In the sharing song and the showstopper song, the audience suffered more because they'd faced not only pandering lyrics and off-key singing respectively, but also a lack of the character showing any suffering, with most being just confused looks and a minor insult. Without them suffering, we have the feeling that we're suffering more. Here, this shows the characters' reactions up front, making the baby talk seem like a disease. It gives you a cathartic feeling that they're going through what you are, and even worse than what you are, and making you feel better that you are just a witness and not present with them. However, cringe humor can be done wrong, and when it's done wrong or right is a matter of opinion, like all forms of comedy. Maybe you see why I like it now, Foxy?
I can see where you're coming from, but I just can't see it that way. An intentionally cringing moment for me is still a cringing moment for me. It's like Dory in Finding Nemo. Almost half the time she embarrasses herself with various attempts. Similarly, this is the same issue I have with characters in general who embarrass themselves, and yet people like that character. The idea, or at least from my perspective, is to connect and get invested in the character. And if someone does something like that, how do you expect a proper way to engage your audience? This is what frustrates me about character interactions and when they get this ridiculous. I get too uncomfortable and just turn away from whatever it was that I was watching. Despite what others have in their views, I at least hope you understand why I hate cringe humor.
I do understand it, and I'm glad you can somewhat see where I'm coming from. See, Dory, like you said, did embarrass herself. But look deeper into it. She acts the way she does because she lacks friends, family, feels so alone. She embarrasses herself because that gets attention, the only way she knows how. I relate to that in a sense, and how despite her embarrassment, she uses it not just to make others happy, but herself too. Cringe comedy can make someone uncomfortable, but maybe that's just what needs to happen sometimes to look more into a character and be happy you're not going through what they're going through. Is it as deep here as it is with Dory? No, not at all. But it does provide the CMC to feel guilt, and that love that isn't true is uncomfortable for everyone around. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. I'm being unprofessional.
No. You have no idea how carried away I've been throughout Season 4 in terms of unprofessionalism. I basically just hate the embarrassment of characters in general because it's just not a good feeling. I had a lot of it when I was a kid, and I don't want to experience it again as of now. Now I'm getting too personal.
No. I'm actually kind of honored that you'd be open with me like that. I understand how it feels to be embarrassed and hurt. More than you know. And that's why I can connect to these characters. I guess I feel a strange, maybe selfish comfort in knowing the embarrassment and pain that can ever come from anywhere isn't only afflicted on me. That just sounds stupid, doesn't it?
Why would you find that stupid? It's a matter of perspective. Now that you mention it, it would make sense for people like you to connect with cringe humor. I just don't connect with it.
Thank you for acknowledging my side. Even after all your bias against it, it means a lot. We better continue on with the review.
Yeah, we seem to be getting off too much. So yeah, Big Mac and Cheerilee are under what's referred to as the love poison. Upon further reading the book, it keeps them together with this talk that takes up the rest of the episode. And then they all realize that this could be devastating for Ponyville since Big Mac works on the farm and provides food for support. And on top of that, because Cheerilee isn't teaching, no one in town would have any knowledge of what else to do.
I'm all for romance, but this has been going on for hours.
Ugh. Okay, I may love cringe humor, but not gross out. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is gross out.
Yeah, charming. They find out that the only way to rid the spell is to keep them away from eye contact for an hour. Surely there are several other ways of keeping them away for a bit, right?
Oh yeah, I have a list right here.
That's it! Miss Cheerilee and Big Mac should get married. How is getting hitched gonna keep them apart? They aren't really gonna get married. They're just gonna get ready to get married.
Oh yeah, real smart of you, Sweetie Belle. Talk about marriage at a time when the idea is to keep them away. Do you have any idea what would happen if your attempts to keep them separated for an hour screw up? Do you have a plan B? I'm sorry, just forget it. The script just told them to say so.
Well, they do utilize the plan by having them do separate tasks, Big Mac getting a ring and Cheerilee picking out a dress, and it seems both places are on opposite ends of the town. Plus, they don't let them go on their own. While they may not be written as the most smartest kids in the episode, they do act like real kids, who's made a mistake and are haphazardly trying to clean it up. Their minds clouded by the thoughts of what's worse to come rather than thinking clearly and logically like a normal adult.
Despite putting a huge risk on the line, I can take your word for that.
Huh?
Wait. I get that he's a farmer and he has a lot of strength, but how the hell is it that he can move a house and yet struggle to move a cake in a later episode?
'Cause it's the power of love! In all seriousness, though, you do bring up a good topic, and it has caused a little bit of debate on the physical mutation properties of spells and potions. Big Mac is strong like in Pinky Apple Pie, but struggles like in Mystery. And Cheerilee is shown to have massive strength as well in this episode, something not even an Earth Pony can achieve, especially since she's not in a labor-intensive related field. Now, it may be just an assumption, but it's entirely possible that the potion has a quality in it that increases a pony's adrenaline and dopamine levels, thus making them stronger, faster, and have more endurance. Why? Well, to achieve the potion's goal that was put inside the mind of the pony once it was consumed. It was seen on a much different level with the Want It Needed spell in Lesson 0, as the ponies all got more aggressive, stronger and faster, able to run for long periods of time in mobs just to get smarty pants. But that's just a theory. A pony theory! Thanks for watching. What? I like that channel.
Hey, I like this channel too. It opens food for thought on video games and such, and wait, we have an episode to finish, don't we? Fortunately, the two are separated long enough to remove the spell. Both Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle dug a trench to buy some time, and hey, that's actually pretty clever.
Hark my ears and be still my beating heart. Did the great and wonderful and sexy GoldenFox just compliment something in this episode?
Shut up! I also complimented that joke earlier, and wait, did you call me sexy?
Anyway, they are rightfully punished for their actions, and Big Mac and Cheerilee decide to mess with them and walk off together. While they were joking, the show seems to have been slowly making them canon. You don't think that the potion didn't fully fade away, do you?
Ready, Sugar Bear?
Yep, pumpkin pie.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the episode doesn't even try to hide that they're faking it. But yeah, that was Hearts Hooves Day, and there's a lot more credit I can give here.
Really? What would those be?
First and foremost, the moral. The moral of the episode implies that you should never force a relationship with someone, even if her heart is in the right place. See, throughout the episode, the CMC had good intentions because they wanted to support Cheerilee. This is what makes the episode good. The plot is set up well enough, but the intentions that backfire is ironically what makes my enjoyment for this episode, well, difficult. This episode was weird, it was strange, and it was occasionally painful. But in the end, I can understand a lot of what Megan McCarthy intended. Out of all the episodes of the 17 Curse, this one is harmless. Both Some Pony to Watch Over Me and the Stairmaster can go fuck themselves. It's at this point relationships should be left up to others instead of trying to force them. Just like I need to figure out my own confessions to liking Keyframe.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you liked me?
What I meant to say was... Oh no. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Key. Yes, I like you. I can't believe I let that slip. Why did I have to get so carried away?
Golden, wait. You haven't heard my piece yet. Is this episode perfect? No, not by a long shot. It has obvious flaws, and many things are so open to interpretation that it's more interesting at points to make headcanons and discussions based on this episode than watching the episode itself. However, I still love it personally. I found the cringe humor well done, the animation nice as usual, the song was great, and overall I felt like a kid of the CMC's age watching this. They did use a very polarizing type of humor that they didn't fare well with before, and I give them props for trying again and not playing it safe. Would I recommend this to a first-time viewer? Absolutely not. I say for a good first episode, watch Applebuck Season, Pinky Apple Pie, or Too Many Pinkie Pies. But I do think that you guys should check out the episode again, looking from both me and Golden's sides, and come up with your own thoughts, and at least try to understand both sides of the arguments. Besides, it did do one other great thing, and I think it tops everything else.
Yeah? What's that?
It got me a chance to spend time with you.
Wait, what now?
Foxy, I knew you had a crush on me. I'm a unicorn. I can kind of read these things. Besides, this is the most fun I've had a while in a review. Maybe we can do another review together sometime?
Oh, I'm sure you've got projects you want to work on personally, and I don't want to spend too much of your time. I also have a plate full of ideas to work on myself, and, well, we have to be ready for the next season, and, well, there's a lot of time to spend as we speak, and timing is condensed, and we don't want to pressure ourselves. Okay, how about a season 5 episode sometime?
It's a date.
She likes me.
Hey Shirley, Shirley, I'm afraid to raise my hand. I have something to ask you, cause I want to understand. It's not about homework, it's about 1 + 1 is 2. I don't want you to teach me, I just wanna be with you. Hey Shirley, Shirley, hey Shirley, Shirley, hey Shirley, Shirley, I think I'm in love with you. Hey Shirley, Shirley, hey Shirley, Shirley, hey Shirley, Shirley, I think I'm in love with you.